Haikyuu is very special for me. It captures the feeling and memories of my younger days in high school. Hanging out with people way different than you, but in the same class, and forming bonds upon it. Trying to get better every training session while you goof around, and a sense of competitivity that is healthy enough to push each other's up while not being too serious to become a detriment of friendship. Of course, real life is not as pretty and jolly all the time, but this anime is the first one that encapsulated so well some of my memories growing up. Not only that, it made me see again one aspect that was lacking in my life for a while. How thrilling it is to aim to be better at something. Not because of status, money, or romantic validation, but simply because you want to be able to do something that at the moment you're not capable of. And there's something else that I realized on my second watch of the show. I perceived mainly about anime protagonists is that they have a big attraction power of the people around them, and that always caught my eye. And for a while I thought it was just some character qualities manga writers liked, until reflecting on Haikyuu I realized that it was much bigger than that. Since this video is about Haikyuu, I'll use Hinata as the prime example. Hinata Shoyu is completely in love with volleyball. He had his first glimpse of the sport while passing by a TV store and saw a rather small player dominating a match and jumping higher than everybody else, the small giant. And just like that, as with most of real-life dreams, that sport came to life for Hinata. Years later, even though his middle school didn't really have people on the volleyball team, he was the only one in the club. Either way, he trains the best he could, with people from other clubs and countless hours alone, until he graduates and goes to the small giant school, Karasuno, which is in downfall since the small giant has graduated. And here's where the anime really picks up. Throughout the show, we see people getting closer to Hinata, even though at moments he acts very immaturely wise and is not good at volley, except when jumping like a coked-out cougar. But the thing is, when you truly wholehearted pursue what you are passionate about and are deeply sincere with it, people feel it. And let me be extremely direct here. To truly pursue your passion is a very difficult thing to do, because there's a multitude of judgments, there's pressure, and there's another million things that make a lot of people crumble into doing things that are safer, more normal, more popular, and whatnot. So to actually be sincere with oneself and know what the hell you want, and most importantly, who the hell you are, is without a doubt something out of the ordinary. And Hinata is just like that. It didn't matter that in his middle school there was no volleyball team. He pursued it anyway. He signs up for the big prefecture volleyball tournaments with not a real team to compete, and he did it anyway. It didn't matter that he was being obliterated in the court against Kageyama's team. He was going all out to the very end. He wasn't afraid of the judgments of the other team, the crowds, or his school colleagues. He just wanted to play volleyball, and so he did. And when people that honest about their emotions and passions go on with life, it becomes a magnet. People get attracted by it. Because it's simple, there are no ulterior motives. When talking with these people, you don't feel like there's a disconnection between what they're saying and what they're feeling. And that's a superpower. Seeing that kind of person being so honest about his emotions and how that philosophy of life affected his path made me reflect about being sincere with my true feelings about my path in life and what I wanted to do, and how it was so much simpler than the way I was living before. And for that reason, I say that Haikyuu is the epitome of a life worth pursuing. Having a well-defined goal, having a well-structured way of achieving it, making it your daily routine, meeting and befriending people on a similar path, having a contrast of seriousness on the goal and goofiness with the people around you, and being absolutely sincere about yourself. When we walk through these things in life, not only do we find our people, but we find our own sense of confidence, our flow in life, and a well-lived life. This is 2D. See you next time.